Hello? Am I going through right? Alright, let's get this stream started. Didn't mean to make all that noise. Alright. Hello out there to whoever is watching. Give me just a second to move down. I should have prepped this a bit better. Alrighty then. I don't know if anybody's in chat, but can you see me properly? Start moving down. Here are my shoes. Here are my socks. I am very happy how it turned out. I think I can zoom in a bit more. Got the pretty nighttime sand dune socks. If I keep moving up, I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit. A nice skirt. I can kind of move. I'm not too sure how it kind of looks, because the way the green screen is, it kind of blocks out the design, which I'm a little upset about, so hopefully I can fix it in the future. I'm gonna keep moving up. My nice outfit. And the frills on my shirts. Then as I move up, oh, hi. Oh, oops. Wrong buttons. Oh, well. Hi, you guys. It's a pleasure to meet all you guys. Oh, let me... How do I don't know if the music is too loud. I hope not. There we go. But yeah, this is what I fully look like. Hold on, let me see if I can. Oops. Did not mean to make that noise. Sorry, I'm not trying to be super quiet. I'm trying to get something to work on my end. Well, anyway, hi, hello, I'm Sahara Kasteelia, the Ram Goddess of Dreams. This is my very first stream, and of course it's a debut of some sort. I'm not really gonna call it a debut because I don't have all the bells and whistles, I guess to say. But I'm here to have fun, and that's all that matters. So I guess without further ado, I'm trying to see if I should talk for a little bit longer. Oh, hello there! Hello, Jax. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am just starting on my stream. It's a not debut stream. So I'm not sure how much I need to talk or how far I need to push this or something. I don't know. So I guess with at least one person, I should probably move on to my slideshow. Let's see if I do this correctly. Can y'all see this? Does this look good? I know green screen probably doesn't look the best. Yeah, I gotta move this. I have a problem with using chroma key on OBS with my model because unfortunately, as pretty as she looks, it kind of I don't know how to say it. The parts that are faded, it doesn't look the best. So if someone can give me tips in the future, especially with VTubing about that, that would be really appreciated. And I am just going to move myself down just a little bit. Trying to see how I look. I think that looks good. Oop. Sorry, I got my phone kind of moving in the background. Please let me know if the music is too loud and I'll be more than happy to turn it down, or at least try and turn it down. But alright, let's see if this works properly. I'm gonna reset this one more time to see if this works. Hold on, my chat is a little weird, so I can't see it. Jax, if you can, I would appreciate that so immensely. But without further ado, because there's not much to really do, because I'm not sure what to talk about with stuff, we are going to move on to my presentation. I'm gonna back it up just a little bit so you can see how everything works. This is my presentation on me, the Goddess of Dreams, Sahara Kasteelia. Oop. Come on. Now it's time to meet your goddess. I am Sahara Kasteelia, but of course you can call me Sahara for short. Yes, I know my name sounds like the desert, and that my last name does sound like that one city from Pokemon. If you know, you know. Pokemon, please, Game Freak, don't sue me, please. My occupation, sorry if you can hear that in the background. My occupations are the current dream god. I am an artist. I am a VTuber. I am trying to be a singer. Kind of. And a couple other things in the future, hopefully. My languages are English and I am learning Japanese. So, whoever is in the chat or comments, try not to use Japanese even though I wrote it on here. Like I said, I am learning by very basic stuff. No, please. Game Freak, please. So, like I said, I'm using Duolingo for my app for Japanese. I know I've seen a lot of reviews saying that it's not the best and kind of not the right use of characters, I think. I don't remember where I've seen it, but I've heard a couple of videos. So, if there are any wow, I shouldn't have said pictures. If there are any apps, if there are any websites that would be good to learn Japanese, especially because I want to sing in Japanese in the future, that would be very helpful. Now, my birthday is July 11th, which means for star sign users, I am a Cancer. And that's basically as much as I know. Don't ask me about astrology. Moving forward. Oh, I totally forgot. As you can see, if I move myself just a little bit. I can't find my mouse. Let me move myself just a tad. I think I should move myself down here. I don't know how it looks. Yeah, if you see, this is what my normal outfit looks like. This is what I'll be wearing for most streams. And then moving on onto the next slide. So my age is 4024. My age is 4024 minus the 24 for posterity's sake. I believe I'm basically as old as Dreams. I think, don't quote me on that. My height is 5'9" and I am 6'2" in heels. And here are the centimeters for those who need it in centimeters. I think I got it right. My gender is female and my pronouns are she, her. Hobby-wise, I like gaming. I like to sing, as most people have saw on my YouTube shorts and TikToks. I like to draw. I love cooking and I like to write. Now, my lore in a very short summary. I was created by the Sandman, the person on the left, when they... Oh, sorry, I can't. Words. During what they call the Nights of Solonance. I think I'm saying that right. I gotta ask them again. In short, basically, humans got greedy. They tried to play God and steal from the Sandman. And in human nature, they messed everything up. What the Sandman left to help people, what we call Dream Eaters, that he sent to collect nightmares and give energy back to humans, ended up mutating, becoming something way worse. So basically, to lessen the load, I was given the role as Dream God to protect mortals from those who are afflicted by nightmares. Until recently. Why did I become a VTuber? Well, lore-wise, I needed a break. As much as I love to help humans with their dreams, if I continue, I'll end up losing my physical body or worse. So one day, the Sandman gave me a random box with a PC, a monitor, and a mic, and basically said, "Good luck." As they said, oh my gosh, I totally forgot what I wrote. I said touchback. I meant to say took instead of touch. As they took back their role as God of Dreams and basically dipped. Plus, in reality, I generally think that VTubing is better than just meditating in a quiet temple on a floating island for hours at a time. In reality, I wanted to meet new people. I want to gain confidence because I'm an extroverted introvert, or introverted extrovert, whichever one is called. Basically, I like to meet people. I like to talk to people, but in reality, I'm that one person in the corner being like, hi, okay, bye. Other than that, I want to make people smile. I want to make people laugh. I tend to joke and have funs. I don't know what that was. I don't know if that was a follow or that was a like. Oh shoot, I have my overlay's not working. I will definitely, if it was a sub, if it was a follow, thank you so much. Like I said, so before I continue with the rest of this presentation, just want to let you know, I was trying hard to make this whole thing work. I was supposed to stream about an hour ago. Unfortunately, I decided to do a bunch of things. It got messed up. And basically a bunch of stuff happened. So I'm doing the best I can. In the best terms, I could say, I kind of, when I was doing this, oh no. No. Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Am I disconnected? No! 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 Are you kidding me? Bruh, my internet. No, my internet died. Hello? Am I still there? Did I leave? Hello? Oh no. Okay, yay, we're back. Sorry, this is probably gonna happen on streams, and I guess I should probably say it now. My internet kinda sucks sometimes, especially on here. So if I do go out, please just give it a couple minutes. And if not, check Twitter or Discord. Not Discord. Twitter or Blue Sky or whichever I posted on, and just see if I'm totally done with ending the stream. Cause that's fun. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah. So I think I was at making people laugh. I believe so. So, like I said, I like to make people laugh. I tend to joke with my siblings constantly to the point where like cry laughing. So I think I can do that with you guys. Secondly, like I've said before, I love to sing and I love to have tons of fun. And I generally think if I can build a community here with people who have the same interest in me, it would be really fun. Moving on. Boop. My likes and dislikes. I like animals. I like all types of animals, big or small, fluffy or scaly. I like animals. Literally earlier, I saw a big dog and I had the most high pitched "Hi, hello" when I saw them. I probably will in the future. Maybe, I'm not sure. Do a show me your pet stream. I don't know. Well, I'm just spitballing here. Next is video games. Video games have been a huge part of my life. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to do VTubing. I think the first console I ever owned was a PS2. I think it was a PS2. Didn't mean to hit my mic. The PS2, a Wii, and the Xbox 360 when those were first coming out. I know that dates the heck out of me, but I generally like playing those when I was younger. Next is food. Am I still on? I don't know if it's because I have my stream on another device to see if it is working, but I don't know if it's still having a problem. It might just be the device I'm using. Hopefully. Next is space. It's hard to explain what I like about space in general. Hold on, let me... Am I on? I have no idea if I'm on. Oh no, am I having the biggest scuff? Oh, no, okay. No, it's just the device I'm on. Great. Okay, like I was saying, I'm not too sure what I like about space itself. I guess just the thought of, even though we are on this tiny planet in this giant solar system, there is still a chance that we are not alone, and that makes me feel a little bit better. But to be honest, at the same time, I'm just like, what's out there? Moving on, I'll probably talk about space in the future, or I have a project in the future about stuff about space, and maybe I'll talk about it later. So next up after talking about space is tea and boba. I have it separate because I do like drinking tea itself, and I really like boba. This one time when I was joking around with my mom at some point, and I was just like, I'm having a day. Can I just go get boba? And I forgot the whole thing, but I was like, whenever I'm just feeling down or something, I'm just like, I want boba. I really like boba. Other than that, tea, there is a tea shop I like to go to, and it has really good tea, so I like to drink that as well. Moving on to my whole weird tea tangent is movies. I don't have, well, I guess I have a couple of preferences about movies. I prefer action more than anything. Like the Avengers. I guess the older movies of Avengers, because I don't really watch the new ones, or haven't had a chance to watch the new ones. Not to say that they aren't good or anything, but just I do like to watch animated movies. I think the first ever movie I generally fell in love with was, oh god, I hope I'm saying this right. Ghibli when I was younger, I called it Ghibli. Studio Ghibli, Ponyo. It would, like, I probably should watch, maybe, I guess, the Japanese dub, but when it first came out here, I was obsessed because I think Disney worked on it, I believe. I don't remember. But I begged my parents at the time to go, and I think from there my love of animated movies, like, just popped up. I don't really think I've seen too many romance movies, which, I don't know, I feel like I'm not missing out. I mean, probably, it's just not a lot of romance movies are my thing, generally. I'm trying to think of other... Did documentaries count as movies? Do they count as movies? I mean, they're on the big screen sometimes, so I guess. I don't know. I guess, I'm trying to think what other genres there are there. I mean, dang, I can't really think of too many movies. You mentioned... Okay, thank God, I'm not... Okay. Have I seen other movies from that studio? Yes, is it Sequel to Arrietty? Basically, if it came on Disney and it was by their studio, I watched it, which says a lot because there's a couple of... Well, I don't think Howl's Moving Castle was on Disney, but I watched that too. I definitely need to see Spirited Away. I know it's an older movie and I should have watched it a long time ago, but that and a couple other things. And I think I'm getting too stuck on the movie thing, so I think I need to move on. Anime. So, like I said, well, I guess not like I said. As you can see, I am a animated ram woman, goddess lady. So I think you can see anime is a big, big thing in my life. I'm trying to think what my first anime is. I think my first anime is what everybody's first anime. No, take your time. Once again, I'm in no rush. Thank you, Jax. I appreciate you commenting, and I appreciate you staying and just hearing my tangents. So with anime, I believe the first one, and I guess it technically counts because it's an anime, Pokemon. It was, I believe, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, what were Digimon when that came out. Oh, I'm trying to think of what other animes I've seen. Of course, you have to your house content. Oh my gosh, yeah. Here's the problem. If I yap, I yap too long, which I know that's the point of streaming. I know that's the whole point of streaming. But if I do it, I go on tangents and I forget what I'm talking about, which is really good while I have the slideshow. But, words, can't think of words. So, Pokemon, I believe I watched it on when the channel, I think, was still out before it became basically a rerun of all the cartoon shows. Boomerang, when Boomerang had Pokemon, like, the early seasons of Pokemon up until, I think, Kalos region. So, that was something I always look forward to when I got home. Dragon Ball, I don't remember too much. Oops. Sorry, I dropped something. Oh, my sister has a huge Pokemon collection, or is trying to get in a whole Pokemon collection. So I can completely understand with that. And going on the little Pokemon tangent, I'm pretty sure everybody has done this. Like, I used to pretend in my room being like, sending out Pokemon and pretending to like send them out to fight. So I think that was fun. And funny enough, it's not really talked about, but one of my favorite Pokemons is a Spinda. I know there's like, I think battle wise, there's not too much about it. I just think it's adorable, a little panda. And apparently, that their patterns are different. So there is, what is I can look it up on my phone. The types of pattern Spindas are, it's a crazy number. Spinda pattern. There's 4 billion? Oh my god. Yep, that's why I love Spinda. I think the other one I like, it's not a newer gen. What was this Pokemon from? I think Kalos. So, it's Esper, the little cat that if it freaks out, it becomes a whole ass nuke. That I love him, I love it so much. I think basically, I don't know if I have a lot of like tough big fighting Pokemon. I like cute ones, and I think I'll probably go on like a whole. I don't know if I'll go on a whole Pokemon ranking system. Maybe I might do a whole Pokemon ranking system. That'll take forever, but I think that would be fun. Going to more of the anime, Dragon Ball. So Dragon Ball was when it was on Toonami. Excuse me. Oh, I think Luxray is cool. Out of all the Pokemon I do tend to look at or watch, not Pokemon. Out of all like the evolutions, I meant to say, I like Leafeon. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Go back. You didn't see anything. You saw nothing. I like Leafeon, even though Leafeon, what the heck was that? Leafeon is like one of the designs I liked. I wish it got more love than other than Vaporeon for obvious reasons. Jolteon and Flareon are pretty good. So I don't know if Leafeon is gonna be in the new Pokemon game, but I really do like the like not talked about evolution. So like Leafeon, and even though Glaceon gets a love, but Glaceon trying to pull something up. Give me just a second. There we go. So, going back to Dragon Ball Z, I used to watch it on Toonami, or like the little bits and pieces I can get from Toonami, because again, when it was airing, I was a kid and I was just be like, can I go watch Dragon Ball Z? Okay, for a couple more minutes, and then I passed out and then couldn't watch the rest of it. Funny thing enough, I think it was either the rerun of Cell Saga or during the Cell Saga. I don't know when exactly it came out in Toonami, but somewhere of that accord. Digimon. Oh, I should probably say this. I know some people have like kind of a hate towards it, but when Dragon Ball GT came out, I actually did like it. More for like the Super Saiyan 4 type transformation, but there were a couple of good aspects. So hate me all you want. I did like Dragon Ball GT when it came out. Whatever. Going on to Digimon. Digimon is kind of weird. What channel did it come out on? I didn't watch it too no, it came on. There was another channel, I think JetX. God, this is making me sound so old. So it was on JetX when I think the first episode I kind of watched, I think it was the ending credits. It was for season 2 of Digimon. Like a Digimon Adventure 2. So I saw a couple of that. I remember bits and pieces from it. So then when it was on Netflix, for that short time it was on Netflix, I binged the first season, the second season, and the third season, which had like Digimon Tamers. But I didn't watch it in English, I watched it in Japanese. And yeah, they censored like nothing bad, but kind of like, oh, kids would be kind of shocked if they saw that type thing, like type stuff. I think it was like close to the end of Digimon season 2 where they I think they basically killed off like a couple characters, and I was just like, oh, I see why when I saw the censored version on YouTube years later why they changed that, because when I watched it on Netflix I was taken back. So I'm trying to think what other ones I used to watch as a kid. Naruto, that's another one I remember watching. I remember watching it when it first came out on, I think, Toonami, but like when I wasn't supposed to be up, like at I think 2 or 3 a.m. when that first came out. Not too sure. I could probably look back at when it happened, because it's probably like a way back website or something. But it was Naruto, I think, a couple of episodes, and then when, funny enough, they tried to bring anime on when Jetix became Disney XD, they showed Naruto, but only for a couple of, like, I think, what was it up until? Oh, what was it up until? It was up until, oh my gosh, I am trying to remember. Oh yeah, also let me know if I'm too loud to the mic. I'm like moving back and forth, as you can see my VTuber move. I think when they ended, I think it was before, spoilers just in case anybody hasn't watched Naruto Shippuden, but it's been out for years, before Asuna Sensei's death. Because I think the Disney execs were like, yeah, Naruto's a bit too graphic for us, so maybe we shouldn't have watched that. Which, in their case, they shouldn't have put on. Out of all of the anime, I could see Naruto, but I think Naruto shouldn't have been their first choice. I think they had one more anime on there, but I don't remember. I think I'll probably go on another anime tangent in a little bit. I do want to keep moving forward just for posterity's sake. And if anybody has questions, comments, concerns, any of that matter, let me know. Another thing is, with the likes, I like to try new things at least once. I'm a very adventurous person, either for the right reasons or the wrong reasons. Because, my family took a trip to Universal at one point, and that was when the new Velocicoaster came in. So, of course, me wanting to try new things, I was like, I want to try the Velocicoaster. I want to go on that roller coaster. I think that would be fun. I almost fell off. And I'm not the skinniest person. There's a couple of corkscrews and a couple of like downward, like us going down, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so fun, it's going really fast, I'm going to die. I'm gonna in Minecraft I'm going to perish. So honestly, I would still go on again. I guess in a weird way I'm a thrill seeker, but more like I'll try it at least once, and if I do it again, it's just because I have fun. Actually, weirdly enough, I don't like going on roller coasters by myself. As much as I like to go on roller coasters and just have fun and do crazy stuff and just enjoy it, especially with the audio and stuff, I'd rather not sit in the front row. If I ever go on a roller coaster with somebody, I tell them straight up, I am sitting in the middle row or I'm sitting in the back. I'd rather not see what comes upon me as soon as I fall. I'll hear it from the other people when they are screaming in terror. Why did it call it for bullying? There's no bullying that. What the fudge? Yeah. I do love roller coasters. I think I'm terrified to go, but I really want to go. Like a Six Flags or something. Or I know that like there's a lot of shit that happens around Six Flags. I think that would be fun. And trying new things, going back to that thing as well, it also applies to the food thing I also said as well. I am that one person that you have in a group, besides being an introvert, if they tell you that it's like a delicacy from a other country and people aren't like because I said junky. Yeah, no. You're fine with that. You're using it in a sense that it's like not bad, but anywho, I'm not one person in the friend group that would be like, "Hey, you want to try this weird food or go to a restaurant and try something like new?" I'll be like, "Yeah. Yeah." However, if I'd like not however, but like I guess in a good sense, I guess I'll be like, "It's good. I won't try it again. But thank you for the experience." So, I'm trying to think of a food that my family. So I guess one that most people will get like kind of towards frog legs. I've had frog legs before. It's actually like, it's not bad. And yes, I've seen the videos of people throwing salt on it and it's just freaking out. I find those funny. But yeah, I'll try like weird foods at least once, tell you if I like it or not, and either I will be like, I'll do it again. I'll try it again. I think it'll be fun. Or I'll be like, I'm good, but thank you. On to the last like thing I like, which I'll probably say I like a whole bunch more things. I love musicals. One of the well, I'm trying to phrase this right. I'm not like a big musical head when it comes to stuff like that. Like growing up, I watched frog legs are good. Don't like sushi much though. Yo, I will go to a sushi bar and clear that. When I love sushi. I love fish. I will go to a seafood boil and order the most amount of fish. I'll get sick after because I ate too much, but it'll be worth it. Sushi, there. You know the one sushi I haven't been able to really get or try? Sea urchin. And apparently that's one heck of a delicacy. But whenever I'm so close to having one, they're like, we're sold out. What? Yeah, we're sold out for the month. Okay, so, when are you getting it back? I believe the first day of the first month. Okay, then I'm there, and then I'm like, oh, you just missed the rush. Man, I'm just. Can I get a boba tea and leave, please? But going back to musicals, I love Epic. I'm pretty sure everybody, or if you've been on some parts of YouTube, not YouTube, TikTok or something like that, you've heard something about Epic. And I think. Oh, sorry about that. I think I fell in love with Epic because I think I just scrolled past I don't remember which way he likes to call his name. Either Jay or Jorge or Odysseus if some people just look up him. I scrolled past one of his TikToks with his girlfriend and I was just like, "Oh, I like that sound." And because I didn't like it on my TikTok when I first had it before I deleted it, I never saw it again. And then the soundtrack of Epic the musical appeared and I'm like, what is that?" And it was and I was like, "Oh my god, it's the thing I heard. It's the one thing I've heard." So I decided to, I think at the time the Thunder Saga was either out or about to come out. So I went back, listened to Cersei Saga, I think Polyphemus, the Cyclops in the Odyssey story, and just listened to all of that. And then I did like a weird way of listening to it. I went from Cersei to, I think I went from Cersei to the Underground to the Cyclops to God Games, like not God Games, but the one that had Athena singing God Games. Oh my gosh, I don't remember it. If you heard the song, you know. And then I went back to, no, and then I went forward listening to, is there Revenge Saga? It's the one where after he leaves Cersei, not Cersei's Island, Calypso's Island, and then, I should probably, like, look up the names. I don't feel like doing it right now. And then the ending saga, no, not the ending saga, went from him leaving Calypso's Island back to the beginning, listened through that again, and then heard the ending saga. And funny story is, if I was a VTuber at that time, I probably would have react the heck out of it, but I didn't because just whatever. But when I tell you, as soon as that song came out on, I think either YouTube or Spotify, whatever I heard, it was like 12 a.m. in the morning. Thankfully, I had my blinds so my neighbors couldn't see anything. But when I tell you, I looked like the craziest person while I was listening to those songs. I'm so glad that, I'm so glad no one saw. Because I was like, I was crazy. The music is just so good. So I would definitely, I definitely sing and hear that a lot. So if I'm ever just messing around in the videos or whatever games, you'll probably hear me sing Open Arms and just go, "This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms." Like that over and over again. Or maybe I don't know, you'll just hear me like go on, just start singing stuff randomly. And then I guess another musical I like listening to or listened to it at the time was Hamilton, which is ironic because I've seen TikToks with Hamilton and Epic, and all those are so funny. And I love the Hamilton TikToks that are going out, whereas Alexander, come back to sleep, I have an early meeting out of town, and all those are just so funny, and they get more and more not unhinged, but they have like better ways of him just being like, "Oh, I gotta leave to go at a meeting at dawn." And if you've watched Hamilton, you know it's not a meeting. I mean, not a meeting. Excuse me. I'm trying to think what other musicals I've saw. Like back in high school, there were a couple of plays that I did see. Oh, I guess technically, musicals I did see. I hope this counts as musicals. The ones from Disney, like High School Musical. I didn't see Cheetah Girls when that came out, but I was one of the girls who were kind of obsessed with, not obsessed. Obsessed isn't a good word. I really liked High School Musical. There were, I think, 2 or 3 songs I liked on it, especially the one that became the biggest meme, Bet on It. I think I did that with friends a long time ago when we were just like messing around the pool. I think, I don't remember. But I love the memes about that, so I find it funny. What other... it's so weird. Oh, I guess the animated ones like Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast and... Does Snow White count as a musical? No. Yes? I think you know what I mean. I like listening to the music from, like the musicals from early on 2D animation Disney's, because I had not the box set, but like the CDs when they came out. Speaking of which, if you guys, or if you know anybody who had the like Aladdin or the Beauty and the Beast, I think Alice in Wonderland, and I think not Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty. Cinderella probably had it too. The second disc, that would be just like you would play games on it. When I was younger, I ended up, funny enough, not funny, well, I guess funny enough, I learned how to hack the system on those 2D games. Because I guess an example is, what is it? Not the Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin. So in the second game in the second disc for Aladdin, they had not travel through it, I guess a DVD where you get to, like Jasmine's missing, you need to go find her to find out that Jafar took her, and you know how the story goes. And you gotta go to a bunch of different places. And I didn't know how to really get to the game itself. So instead of, there's if any of the other games, like, I can't think of words. So there's supposed to be, like, a section at the bottom of the menu screen where it would be kind of a mini game that for some reason gave access or, like, did something with the... I'm probably sounding like... I'm probably not making any sense. Like, it would sound like it would work. Not sound like it would work. Or make the game work right after. So something like that. And with it, it was supposed to, like, activate the game part after you watch the movie. So with that, when that happened, I didn't do that with Aladdin. I did the kid thing and be like, it's too hard. I'm just going to keep pressing the remote until something happens. And something did happen. And I ended up playing their game, I think, like, over and over again until I lost the second disc. And I really liked that one. I think the other one I liked too was the Beauty and the Beast game. I don't remember too much about Alice in Wonderland. I think I got bored and was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Because it was a whole bunch of matching games. The Beauty and the Beast second disc, I believe, had, like, you go through Beast castles to save the Rose, I think. The rose before it wilts, and making sure that everybody stays as furniture for forever, because Beast was like, I can't find, no one loves me, or True Love, I don't remember. I should rewatch that. I don't know. Beauty and the Beast was a pretty good one, and the one I did like as well was Sleeping Beauty, because I played as Prince Charming, and I think that was fun. Oh, no, the one I had fun the most with was a Snow White game. Hopefully, I really hope, like, at least someone has that archived somewhere around it. I think that would be fun if someone had it. But the Snow White one, you were playing as dwarves, all 7 dwarves, and what would happen is it would be like a memory game being like, hey, just making sure you guys watched the movie, right? You guys didn't just decide to play this game because we're going to catch you in being like, hey, what was the color of Dopey's pillow? What was the line here? And basically it'll call you out being like, you didn't watch the movie, did you? So I liked those, and I thought those were fun. I can't think of too many other musicals. You know, funny enough, I believe Nickelodeon, not Nickelodeon, yeah, Nickelodeon. I believe Disney at the time, like, not early 2000s, but, no, early 2000s, like around that time they were trying to compete with Disney with all the music stuff. So they had a bunch of movies with musical numbers. Like, frick, which one? There were a couple of Fairly Odd Parent movies. Either a couple or one where it became a whole musical. What was it called? It's not Wishology. I think it's the summer one. I think so, because it either introduced or the Pixies, if you watched Fairly Odd Parents, had a huge role in that, and they were just singing about it being summer. I'm so glad that school's out. We could be kids and just do whatever. So I like the music in that. SpongeBob, because SpongeBob had a whole bunch of them, like Best Day Ever. Atlantis, because Atlantis was a musical. And I think that's it. I know Cartoon Network had a couple of musicals. Like, I didn't watch the the show Puffy Amiyumi. I think I'm saying it right. I hope I am. Like, they had a couple of musicals. Had a couple of musical things. Hex Girls from Scooby-Doo, of course, was not musicals, but they had a lot of musical numbers. I think that's it. Oh, Phineas and Ferb. How did I miss that? Of course, Phineas and Ferb should be like one of the big musical things. It's on its you know what I mean. It's doing its whole not recom thing. Why can't I think of the word? I can't think of the word. It's doing it again. I think that, like they quoted, it's doing it again. All right. Moving on from the like section, we're going to my dislikes. So, as a goddess of dreams, it's probably not a good idea to let nightmares or anybody who intends to use it know what my dislikes are or what I'm not too much of a fan of. So I put a couple things here that I'm not too much of a fan of or that I needed to put there. So one of them is not that I don't like it, my body doesn't like it, spicy food. I like spicy food, but my body doesn't, because it's just like, why it's literally like, why did you do this to me? So, I like spicy ramen when it doesn't hurt. I like it's the not the 2-time spicy ramen, but the one with the carbonara. I like that one. Spicy jalapeno chips, hot Cheetos, stuff like that. I don't like Takis. No, Takis are gross. Going next to after that is spiders. I don't like spiders. I know I said I like all animals, all shapes and sizes. There's a reason why I left There's a reason why I left out insects. Like, I think some insects are cool from a distance, but if I see a spider, I give you the keys to my house. Here's the deed. There's some Pop-Tarts in the back. At least let me get my PC so I can VTube. Oh no, okay. I'll just get a new one. Okay, that's fine. I've been like, here, you know, the weird thing is, like, if I don't, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I do know that there are some spiders that, I know there are more, like, not harmless spiders, but most spiders can be harmless, especially, like, some house spiders, which I know they are doing stuff to help us, and they're just there as well, but nah. I do think some spider patterns are cool. Like the one I kind of like, which is really weird and it is creepy, funny enough, but I like the smiley face spider. If you happen to look it up, I probably will post a picture of it on the VOD or like a TikTok or something. I don't know. But if you look it up, they're like, they're just spiders. They're green spiders that just have a like red line around them. Sandman's not getting you another one. Listen. I like not like, but I find them intriguing. Gold orb weaver spiders are what the spiders that make really big webs because I find them kind of pretty. But any other spider, especially the giant Australia ones, nah, I'm good. No, you'll never catch me saying, "Hey guys, I'm taking a trip to Australia. Can't wait to see everybody." No. I stay clear from Australia. Y'all Australian people, go off. Y'all know what to do. No, I'm good. I scream and then throw fire at them after they stole my house. Moving on from spiders is another fear. Even though I like space and we've technically actually seen more of space than the ocean. It's not that I don't like the ocean, it's just that there are certain creatures in the ocean that shouldn't be found. I go by the motto, if you see it, great, put it back. Yeah, it does not need to be there. It does not, if it was hidden from our sights from centuries. We don't have many spiders. Listen, where I am, there are spiders. Not a lot of them come up, but nah. But yeah, going back to the ocean, if it's been down there for longer than we have noticed, put it back. And that goes for anything, even besides the ocean. We don't need to be touching that stuff, because there's not a 50-50, there's a 70-30 chance that thing is cursed. We just unleashed hell upon us. I know there's like kind of cool stuff in the ocean, which, yeah, it's the ocean. They got pretty fish, they got a couple of jewels and a couple of sea caves. But the farther you go down, the harder it is to see. And there's a reason why we humans take the robots down there. Because they're not gonna go turn back if they see something scary. I have seen a couple of the videos where they are they at the bottom of the ocean or like close to what the bottom of the ocean is, and they have seen like pictures of like, I think they're called Dumbo octopus, like the little cute ones you've seen. How do you know? Wait, how do you know what you just grabbed? Exactly. You're just on your phone scrolling on TikTok. Next thing you know, you see, hey guys, we just found this cool artifact. There's some ancient text that we're having a hard time reading, and it's kind of glowing red, but we think it's gonna be fine. It's not. No. Chuck it back in the ocean. No, not chuck it. Maybe it might be worse. Gently tuck it back in there. Say, thank you for letting us research you. You can go back in your place. Bye. But like I said, that can be said for anything, because wasn't it recently that in Egypt? I think Egypt, that they found something like in one of the pyramids that people are like, hey, there's a good chance that's cursed. If y'all remember Courage, return the slab or suffer my curse. Yeah, no. There's a reason why I became a VTuber, not archaeologist. So, moving on. Going back to anime. I love all anime. I like all types of anime. I also love romance anime. However, and you're gonna hear me, and you're just gonna, I hate super slow burn romance animes. And I get it. Most romance animes are just like, well, dude, Courage was also my childhood. There was the last episode where it was, I think whatever the lady, like the teacher lady who was teaching Courage how to be like perfect, the last scene of whatever blue baby blender image scared the heck out of me. I couldn't watch Courage for like 2 years because it's just the one guy going, "You're not perfect." Nah. It's just like Invader Zim. We were not traumatized as children, but we were just kind of like, dang, we really did watch that shit. But yeah, slow burn anime. I love romance anime. I think it's so cute. But if you're going to take several episodes and it's a constant, oh, it's a miscommunication. Oh, he didn't hear what I said properly. Oh, this and all that. No. Please, just say, I think you're cute. I like you too. And then go from there or something like that. I think when it's not a slow, Horimiya is a good one because it's not really a slow burn, but like, that kind of took forever. It didn't take forever for them to like each other. They're like, hey, I like you too. Let's go on a date. Like, let's go out. I think I gotta watch it again, but you know what I mean? And like it says when I read it, I will still watch those anime because I think they think the art styles are adorable. I think some of the people are adorable, but the main couple who takes literally the whole season to finally confess their feelings, and we get nothing but a pan away kiss or a hug scene, and we kind of hear them go, and we kind of hear the side characters go, oh, you're together now, finally. Like, they're talking with us, for us. Yeah, I can't. Hold on, I'm going to be right back. Give me like 2 seconds. I need to go grab something. I'm gonna put on my starting screen and mute my audio. I have to go grab something. Sorry. Hey, I'm back. Stop counting. Hold on. Wrong one. I'm back. Also, those 3 extra seconds do not count. Does it still say I'm entering REM? This game kind of annoying messed up. Okay, where was I going with? What anime did you say? That's why I like Call of the Night. I have not seen that one yet. Also, you're probably gonna say no need to apologize. And then my family has told me in the nicest way possible, generally in the nicest way possible, I'm the most sorry person they've ever seen. Because I apologize. I will say sorry or my bad or any of that jazz. Because I tend to just be like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Has it really been an hour and I haven't moved? Sorry, I was looking at my time. Oh, gosh. Okay, anywho. I like slow burn anime. Not like slow burn anime. Y'all could go off with reading whatever story you have or whatever manga. If it's a romance anime, I will watch it. I think it's cute. I think the couples are cute. But if you take a whole season to say I like this person, then I'm gonna have to take like hiatus, like not hiatus, breaks from it, and then just wait. And finally, my dislikes. I'm at horror, which is ironic because if any of y'all have seen my not videos, but some of the static stuff, it looks kind of horror like. I am I'm a scaredy cat. I will admit, I will watch something with my, if you can envision it, I will have my phone or whatever I'm watching it on and move 2 feet, like not 2 feet. As you can see, I'm moving far away. I know this is a jump scare. I know it's there. And I will have the brightness, I will have the brightness turned down, my phone away, the volume down, and be like, no, I don't wanna. But for no. Oh no. Please, hold on. Dude, my internet! Connect, please. Hello? Hi? Oh, my word. Are you kidding me? Hello? Oh my gosh. My internet. Ugh. Is everybody still here? Is everybody alive? God, my internet is gonna drive me crazy. Okay, so, what I was going back to. Hopefully people are alive. Hopefully people are still here. So, I am trying to get into horror, or at least attempting to get into horror. I hope my chat, I hope this is fine. Hold on. I'm so sorry to y'all watching this with my internet going in and out. Yay, you're still here! Hooray! Okay, so we're gonna try to jump a little bit. We're gonna try to move a little bit faster because my internet. Oh God, this is a lot for tomorrow. Anywho, so basically, I'm scared of cat when it comes to horror stuff. Even like growing up, even So this is a funny story. So the Halloween movies, there is, if you've seen the series or whatever chapters, whatever movies, I'm not sure what to call it specifically. There is a bad version of Halloween, I think called Halloween 3. When I was in high school, I got so scared of one of the non-scariest movies. I was sitting at work with my mom, and they happened to put on Halloween, because it was at the time Halloween. There was nothing really too scary about that, except when it was at the scene where they were testing the new Halloween mask, or having the kids learn how to, or like having the kid and his parents put on the Halloween mask, something like that. And then the commercial would come on, causing like the whole not jump scare, the death scene to happen. I was so much of a scaredy cat. I curled up in the chair I was sitting in. My mom turned to me and she went, Sahara, you okay? Hold on. Would you like to be free? I'm talking to my cat. Okay, bye. Ah! You'll probably hear him in the future if he's not screaming, but yeah. My mom went up and she's like, Sahara, are you okay? I shook my head and I was like, no, I'm not. So they put on the Hallmark Channel. Nothing related to Halloween, Christmas. Because they're like, there's nothing really not scary at the time that was on there. So they went, you want to go watch the Hallmark Channel? I said nothing and just shook my head. How often do you, that actually is a question, and, I'm not sure if you have to go yet, or if you are planning to, like, stay, and I will definitely finish this. We'll go a lot faster, if anything. I'm planning to stream for 30 days for even after this. So, with that being said, let me also just, like, continue this way faster. So, why did I become, oh, wait. Yes, dislikes. Okay, so, with this, the realm of REM, honestly, dreams happen constantly a lot with some things that are like not suitable for kids. So of course, the maturity rating for this is adult. They are swearing. There are some serious topics. There are some things I'm like, go away. This is not for kids. Bye. Fan names. I am calling you guys the Dreamwalkers, my lovely little Dreamwalkers. And the reason why I have Dreamwalkers is because, in my opinion, lucid dreamers are, the term lucid dreaming is not as fun as Dreamwalkers, in my opinion. And kind of lore-wise, Dreamwalkers have the ability to see me, especially now, because you can see me despite having a couple of problems here and there with, not like stuff fading. But you guys can see me, you guys can hear me, you guys can interact with me, especially what you're doing now. So yes, I don't know if I'm going to keep the subscriber name as Sleepy Sheeps, but that's what I was kind of looking at when I was watching some ideas for the VTuber presentation. Something of that. Anyway, channel points. Redeems are coming soon. Yes, I'm pretty sure you can see it. I can go bald. I don't know if I have the toggle for it yet. Do I? I'll probably mess with a bunch of stuff and see if I have it. But yes, I go bald. You can potentially throw stuff at me. The channel points are called hourglasses. So, moving on from that quick segment, am I still up? Yeah. I want you guys to meet the Guardians of REM, my little mascots. Though the way to get to REM is pretty hard, especially it's just because you're sleeping, and REM is typically a dimension in between the realm of awake and the realm of sleep. Nightmares do happen to tend to creep in, and they, on most cases, end up continuing haunting humans that are there. So in incidences like that, when I'm not home, these little guys come out and protect the humans in our home. So without further ado, I would like you to meet my little friends, Chester, Nyx, and the Dust Bunnies. I do want to make a toggle of them or have them in the background. It's just that I didn't have the time or the resources, which is kind of ironic because I've been working on this for a while, but I'm still a novice when it comes to doing this stuff. Anywho, meet Chester. He is the leader of the whole pack and the leader of the Dream Sheep, and he's the only sheep that has horns. Hello? Can you hear me? Did I die again? I hope I didn't. Hello? I'm not trying to sound loud, but can you hear me? I don't know which part I ended up dying at. Please let me know. I don't know if you heard, I said I'm going to be streaming even tomorrow as well. But I guess I'll just reiterate. Chester, okay, yay. So, like I said, Chester is the leader of the Dream Sheep for now. Listen, Jax. Don't call me out because I can't see anything on here. I gotta fix my overlays and stuff because I had an overlay, but now I can't see stuff. So I'll probably see if you left me bits or any of that jazz later. But Oh wait, I have a new friend. Hello, other person. If you say hello back. So like I was saying, so before anything, hi, hello, I am Sahara Kasteelia, the goddess of dreams. It is a pleasure to meet you. Hi, Biggles. Yeah, hi, Biggles. So, yay, new people, new dreamwalkers. Yes, and you guys are called dreamwalkers. So, letting you know, Biggles, my internet has been pretty jank. So, we are doing well today. But like I said, Biggles, you can also probably follow Jax as well. If I end up cutting out or dying in half the stream, don't leave too well. It'll probably come back in another couple of minutes. If not, I have a Twitter, I have a Blue Sky, I have whatever means of talking, just not Discord, not yet. And I will definitely say if my stream has ended or if I can't stream anymore. But moving on, we are onto the segment of my mascots. And one of them, like I was talking about, is Chester, like I was saying. And if you are ever in REM, you can find him next to me when I create that toggle, or guarding the main entrance of REM when I'm gone. Now, the question is, if I am 4,024 years old, oh yes, definitely. I am streaming at 8 o'clock tomorrow at playing my first chapter of Deltarune. So definitely go take a look. I might be either doing it at 7:30 or 8 o'clock. So Jax, thank you for dealing with the stream, and I hope to see you again soon. So have a very good night and sweet dreams. So Bagels, now you're in for whatever scuff I have. So for Chester, you're probably wondering, why is he named Chester? Well, that's actually a very good question. It's the first thing I thought of when I made him. I don't know why 4,000 years ago the name Chester popped up, but it's there. Moving on. Here are the dust bunnies. They're kind of like the maintenance of the realm. Apparently they've been here longer than the Sandman. They're like regular dust bunnies. They kind of move around collecting sand throughout REM and kind of help lost dreamwalkers. They do tend to appear randomly and disappear in the breeze. It doesn't hurt them. They just kind of like go on about it. And if you look, here are the ones I happen to catch that reappear very often that I named. The one on the far right, the one on the far left is named Noir. Then you got Ruby, and then you have Big Blue. And then, thank you. All right, moving on after that, we have Nyx, the desert toad. Now, Nyx does appear in random places. Sand, sleeping on Chester, my hair. I don't remember too much where Nyx came from. She kind of just appeared in a box on my PC. I don't really remember where she came from. That was weird. Now, quick question. What am I planning to stream? Now, I'm planning to stream a couple of things. It's karaoke streams. I would eventually ask you Dreamwalkers, that's you guys, for questions, suggestions for my stream, making a list off of basically what I have in my own. I kindly asked the songs to be at least appropriate in English for right now. The reason why I asked Bagels is because I did say I am studying Japanese, or at least learning how to do the basic stuff in Japanese. So we're going to go from there. So for right now, if I do a song like Japanese, it's because I've listened to it before. I am letting people know that I am listening to the song beforehand, and I do have the right to skip. Secondly, drawing. As you've seen before, I do like to draw. Thank you. I do have drawing / just chatting streams. You ask, I draw. What do I draw? It kind of depends. More of lore things and stuff related to me, a couple of OCs and projects, a challenge-based drawing, like Spooktober, because I know that it's coming up. I'm kind of thinking of not committing to it fully, but if I have drawing streams, I will definitely do some stuff. And if I just want to doodle and just want to draw, I will have members or followers request. Because if I do stream somewhere else, members. Moving on. I don't know if it's kind of hard to see, but gaming. Gaming is going to be definitely a major thing on my content. So my editor definitely asked me for this. It would definitely have gacha games, mainstream stuff like PS5, like PS games, or the Switch when I get that to work eventually. Indie games, I'm not too much in the indie sphere, so if you know anything about indie games, definitely recommend. Horror. I'm not too much of a big fan of it, but I'm trying to get into it, and October is coming up, like in a couple weeks, so I do want to do a couple of spooky scary games, and a couple of cozy games, like Stardew Valley, which is one of my favorite games I love dearly, and Minecraft. And before anybody says anything, I know that Minecraft is not cozy at times, especially when creepers attack you out of nowhere. Both Stardew and Minecraft will probably be just relaxation chatting games, so I think that'll be fun. Minecraft is definitely goated. So I'll probably do Minecraft streams in the future. And finally, I know it's a weird topic, nostalgia games. Growing up, I used to play a lot of games, mostly PS5, like PS games. I don't think I could do Wii games. I don't really own a Wii that I know how to do the whole, not port thing, but getting it set up on stream. So probably using the Switch for that, but I want to play games like Spyro, Ratchet & Clank, Pac-Man, when Pac-Man, like the World Series, because I just heard that came out on the Switch not too long ago, etc. I also want to play Jak and Daxter. I loved playing the game so much when I was younger. And then finally, something that every VTuber or YouTuber does, reaction content. Like animations, clips, etc. Stuff that are recommended. I definitely want you to send them my way. Very big disclaimer. I don't want anything political. I don't want anything not safe for work. I don't want anything with hate speech that will get me canceled. Please, I'm just starting. Going from there, if you do have recommendations, please don't spam them in the chat. I will try to get to them as much as possible, and I know that you can't see this with my VTuber, so let me move to the side if I can find my mouse. Whoop. There we go. I have a rule called the 3 skip rule. So the 3 skip rule goes like this. You will have a warning. We will go to emote only when I have emotes, and people will be timed out. And then finally, and unfortunately, if it still goes wrong, the third and final thing is I skip the video. We will come back to it eventually, but y'all don't do anything that's gonna cause that. And then I move back over here. So next thing. So my schedule is like this, and I really wish that Jax would have saw it before he left, but again, I've been streaming for I think about an hour, so of course, and I stream kind of late, as you can see. My schedule is probably going to be a bit inconsistent because, life takes tolls, and I need to have a regular life as well. So on weekdays, I'll be streaming from 9 to 10 p.m. It depends. If I can stream I know it doesn't say it. If it can stream at 8, I will say I stream at 8. On Saturdays, it will be either 7 p.m. or 8. I will probably have a schedule up soon. On Sundays, if the VOD is up, then I think Jax will probably see. I think so as well. I'm also recording on OBS as well. So if anything, I'll have the VODs up on YouTube. So I think that would be good, hopefully. And then on Sundays, which will most likely be short streams, which I'll probably take that time to do Stardew Valley, Minecraft, little stuff like little comfy games, like I like to call them, will be around from 8 to 9. And mostly, if I don't go on tangents and talk about a whole bunch of stuff, they will be, they'll probably be like an hour, maybe an hour or two. Weekdays and weekends will probably be maybe 2 to 3 hours. I don't know. It depends on how I feel and if I'm definitely tired. And then, as you can see, I do have a schedule on the side. Friday, today, has been taken out because it is a get to know you stream. I know it says on there it's a debut, but I call it a not debut because I'm not debuting. I'm not doing all the stuff that VTubers would to debut. I'm just saying, hi, I exist. How are you doing? Saturday is chapter 1 of Deltarune. Just a big disclaimer, I have played Deltarune chapters 1 and 2 on the Switch. I don't remember a lot of it, so I will say, not spoilers, but just talking about chapters 1 and 2 are okay. But when we get into like 3 or 4, no. You gotta keep that to yourself. Sunday is going to be our short stream, like I said, which is going to be Stardew. And then Mondays will either be reserved or just talked about movie nights, which are just reaction channels, but I think it's cuter to say movie nights. Tuesday is going to be probably like either I'm going to try to draw for a little bit and just go from there, but most of the time is going to be for Deltarune. So Wednesday is Stardew Valley, and then this Thursday, it's probably not going to be reserved for it, but I'm going to call it a Gotcha Game Thursday. Oh, I don't know who's there, but hi, I can't really, so just letting you guys know, if you send things, my overlay, I had so much scuff, because I was supposed to start like an hour ago, not an hour ago, I was supposed to start at 9, I basically started like 9:30, 10 o'clock. So if you're sending anything, I do just want to let you know in advance, thank you guys. Thank you so much. I just can't see stuff. So, hello to whoever is there. Hello if you guys are just hanging around. So, like I said, Thursdays is either going to be reserved for it or I'm just going to have fun. I call it Gotcha Game Night because, my editor, their name is Blue. Her name is Blue. She really likes Gotcha games, so if you know, like, ZZZ, Zone Zero, Withering Waves, Genshin Impact, stuff like that, I'll probably play those games. And then, I know you can't see, so I'll probably go to the side again. So just, whoop. I'll probably move up more. I don't know if you can see my person correctly. Oh, almost lost my person. Almost clicked out of YouTube Studio, and that's the whole reason why I kept having scuff. I was like, okay, it's finally fine. And then I would try to minimize it, and my hand would go, and my mouse would go to the side, and I had to start all over. So that was fun. So Friday is Indie Wheel night. So, oh shoot, I probably should have put what my Twitter handle, my Blue Sky handle was. Silly me. So I will spin a wheel on my phone, or like try to set up a wheel system. I'm not sure how that works. I'll probably look it up in a minute. And I spin a wheel and we go pick, and I play an indie game for about like either an hour or maybe more, and then we'll see if I'll play that game in the future. Hello, Zeus. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh, thank you for coming from TikTok. So, I am Sahara Kasteelia, the Ram Goddess of Dreams. I am doing my not a debut stream debut. I've just been going through a lot of stuff. Stuff will probably be talked about on Vods. I don't know how much I have left, but we're just explaining my schedule. Tomorrow I am streaming Deltarune Chapter 1 if I don't have too much stuff. And then Sunday from there is Stardew, movie nights, and then going down from the list. If you want a nicer look, if you need, then come on. Then here's what it kind of looks like. I am still in the way. Let me vanish for a minute. Hi guys, I'm here too. So if you need them, that's what it looks like. This is already done. Deltarune will probably be at 7 o'clock. And then going from there. And then come on, move. So, nearing close to the end. I'll probably do more stuff. I have been streaming for like an hour, but I'll probably do more stuff if people want to stop by and say hello. So, my goals. I'm just gonna, can I just sit in the middle? I think I can sit in the middle. Yeah, it's not too bad. If I turn to the side, I think it'll be fine too. So, my current goals to reach 20 followers on 20 followers on Twitch. I think that would be fun. I'm hoping to reach 50 subs on YouTube. It might be a big goal, but I want to reach 100 followers on TikTok, Twitter, and Blue Sky. I'm challenging myself to stream for 30 days, and I want to work on 5 covers and finally finish them. If you just came from TikTok, you probably know that on my profile page, I do have like very short covers of like Stronger Than You, Everything Stays, Love Like You. I want to finish those, and I want to work on a couple more, and I'm planning on finishing them. And another thing is my lore. I have an idea for a lore video. I'm working on voice acting and probably getting a couple people to help voice act and drawing it, because yeah, that's kind of hard. And then future goals. My future goal is definitely to become a Twitch partner. I think that would be fun. I know, like, I think after 75 subs, you can get a Twitch partner, something like that. I think that would be fun. Have collabs. Earlier in the stream, I did mention that one of the reasons why I became a VTuber is to make friends, have fun, build a community. So definitely collabs will be fun. I'll search up the requirements if you want. I would appreciate that. I would appreciate that if you definitely would. Next thing is I want to create an original song. I'm not too well with instruments, which is ironic because I used to play instruments when I was younger. But making songs, like instrumentals and stuff, I'm not too good at. But I'll try in the future. Even though it's a small goal, I do want to reach 100k subs on YouTube. I think that's possible. I think that would be fun. I gotta move up my chat. To become a Twitch affiliate, we just have 50 followers and stream for a total of 8 hours, 7 different days, and maintain. I think we can do that. I mean, there's 3 people here, so I think we can do that. So, going from there, I think I said 100 followers on, yeah, so 100k, well, not 100, 1k, 100k subs on, thank you, Bagels. Words, I say a lot, and words. I want to make to 1,000 subs on YouTube, 100 followers on Twitch, which I know that's a big leap. Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Zeus. So 100k followers on, not 100k, 100k subs on YouTube, 100 followers on Twitch, which even with that is still a whole, like, is still such a thing, like a big thing. And then possibly on either every or almost every social media platform I have, which is, I have Instagram. All of them are under the name Sahara Kasteelia. It's nothing weird. It's literally either Sahara Kasteelia or Sahara_Kasteelia. If you check Twitter, if you check my Blue Sky, they're all linked together. If you check my YouTube, I have links on everything. So I want to reach 100k followers on, like I said, TikTok, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram. I think that would be fine. I think I said 100k. I'm at 1k. Cheese and rice. It is that. So the next thing is definitely a goal in the distant future, but I want to create merch. Definitely of plushies of Chester and the Dust Bunnies and Nyx and socks. And the reason why I say socks is because if I pull up my VTuber, if I zoom in just a little bit, I want to create these socks, the socks I have. I don't know if I move it will help better, but I made these little socks. They are the sand dunes that I live around in Rem with this, and I think it just looks all cool. So I think that would be fun. You can't see the color because chroma key, but take my word for it. It's take my word for it. I'll probably post a picture of it later, but it's teal and they're teal and facing the night sky. Oh gosh, I need to learn how to fix this better because it takes the whole green out of my outfit. Alright, back in the small form I go. Other than that, going after doing a whole like merch line, especially with like socks, I do want to learn, or I am learning. I would like to voice act. I kind of am learning how to voice act for my own lore. So I've also heard that whenever you're doing your first voice acting, you're gonna sound cringe. It's gonna be cringe. So I'm okay with that. Excuse me. And then another thing is create a comic. I have a comic that I've been working on for a long time. Or not working on, but trying to write it for a while. I just constantly get distracted. And my whole thought process is like, oh, if I start it now, or if I get ready to starting it, I need to like build up to it until I eventually forget that I was supposed to do it and then come back to it. Which most people, whenever they're doing stuff, have problems with that, but oh well. And then another thing I think will be cool, gamer subs. If any of y'all have seen any VTubers or any YouTubers, Meat Canyon is one person, Jimmy here, not Iron Mouse, Bow the Whale, like, they all have gamer subs drinks, and I think it would be so cool to have. I'm not sure what that was. Oh god, I think that's gonna be half the stream. You guys send me like random stuff. Hello! Hi, Mochi Momo. Or Momo-chi. I'm not sure which way to call you. But having a cup would be so cool. I have so many random designs. I have so many fun ideas with it. I just think that, honestly, stuff like that would go crazy. Of course, it would definitely. I've had kind of an idea when I was working on my model that it would just be me, like, having fun. Momo's fine. Okay. We are doing well. I am Sahara Kasteelia, the Ram Goddess of Dreams. We are working on my not debut stream. We have talked about a couple of things. My likes and dislikes. I am 4,024 years old, minus the 24. Not minus the 24, minus the 4,000. Oh, my model freaked out. um, so we are getting close to like the end of the preview, but with all the people coming around, I do have an idea for a like stream. Oh, you probably saw my notification. I think people saw my notification if they had anything. Um, I do have an idea with all these people who are coming by, and hopefully it works if I do it properly. So, like I was saying, GamerSups, a sponsor from GamerSups would be so fun. I think it would be so good. And honestly, a lot more that if I put on here, I would definitely be spending maybe 3 hours just talking and ranting about so much stuff. I think, am I almost done? No, here's my reference sheets. I gotta move. So here's my reference sheets for me. This is my everyday, on the left, on the left is my everyday outfit. On the right is my alternate outfit, which, funny enough, I keep talking about my alternate outfit, but I haven't showed you guys what it is. So can y'all see me clearly? I think so. All right. So if I press this button, like so, this is my alternate outfit, what I call my sleepy time outfit, or my comfy. I didn't mean to press that. I hope I didn't mess anything up. This is my comfy cozy outfit. It's just something I wear when I'm like, as a goddess of dreams, I'm not supposed to sleep, but I generally don't feel comfortable, even in real life. I don't feel comfortable sitting on my bed with my with my street clothes. So I designed these to be like, hey, I'm not awake. I need to just sit in my bed. So if I going back to my normal outfit and moving all the way down. And then start from there. Moving on is, oh gosh, I am still in the way. Just pretend I'm not here right now and just stare at the reference sheets. So here is everything you need to know about my everyday outfit, except for one thing, and I am so dumb that I didn't put it here. So you have my hand chain or hand jewelry. I'm not sure what to call it. That's why I just call it a hand chain. I have heterochromia eyes. I think I'm saying that right. I have my star top. I have my star boots, my star skirt, and my star sleeves. And I also have my left hand bracelet. Now, if you could see, like, behind the skirt, there are clouds. I forgot to put that in the back when I drew my reference sheet. That I have a, like, hidden back that you can kind of, like, only see if you're looking at the front, like, clouds and stuff. So if you happen to ever look at the reference sheet, in the back is, like, clouds. But, oh well. Moving on is my comfy cozy outfit. And it shows a little bit of the other references of me that I didn't have on the other side. I have my hourglass earrings, which in hindsight, like, if anybody else really wore them, they would just drop your ears down because they are kind of heavy. I have my broken ram horn on the right that if I turn, you can kind of see. Maybe I should move up for this one. Like, my ram horn is kind of chipped. Back down I go. Going from there, where was I? I have my ram slippers, my pajama top. I have my cracked moon necklace. Most of the time I'll be wearing the necklace anyway. I have a bunch of cracked skin and purple nails. As you can see, purple is a very important color to my lore. Which, funny enough, purple isn't really my favorite color. It's magenta. But I thought for like the whole thing of like purple kind of being tranquil and it's just kind of nice and it kind of not imagined. Oh goodness, I can't remember. It's represented. That's what the word I was thinking of. It represents like tranquility and stuff. So I thought it would be nice. Finally, yeah, we're definitely close to it. I have art. So these are the arts I post on Blue Sky and Twitter. The one on the top is the Sandman. This is what they look like. Then you have a thumbnail I made for my very first cover. I'm gonna head out, but I'm glad. Thank you, Bagels. Good night. Have a wonderful night and sweet dreams. Oh gosh, it is getting late. So let me try to wrap this up really quick. So I have my first thumbnail from my first cover, Static. Part of me kind of wants to re-sing Static because I was very nervous. So who knows? I might do like a Static rerun thing. Then in the middle is kind of my fighting pose. On the top right is my logo, which I might change or I'm not sure. And the one on the bottom right is a older piece with how I kind of used to look before I decided to change some stuff. And then finally, we have my potential emotes. So I think there is a way for people to see my emotes. I just don't have it up yet, or I'm not sure what site to use. But going from the top left, you have love, you have excitement, you have sleep, you have scared. There is Angie. Yes, the emote will be called Angie. You have hype, hungry, pride, pog. You have hug. The one on the bottom I love so much. I call it touch grass. And it has a Minecraft dirt block. So if someone says something out of pocket or like out of line, or you're just like, why? Bruh, can you touch some grass? Next is lurk, or just kind of like what I'm doing right now. And then you have a hi emote. You have a goodbye, and then you have a sad emote. Now, here's the important stuff. So at the end of this stream, I am going to post these. Oh, thank you. So funny enough, I've had these things planned up for a while, but when it came to streaming, like most streamers have, they have immense stuff and I shouldn't have done this. So if anybody wants to become a VTuber or anybody wants to become a streamer, don't do what I did when I first did my thing. I had everything kind of set up. I took a break, and then I did it in the way that, like, you're in college and you have a huge essay. You kind of worked on it, spent time doing every other thing, and then as soon as you're like, oh yeah, I have a deadline, I sped through stuff immensely. And I was like, this will be fine, it'll be fine, hoping that I'll get a C. Which I think I got maybe a B- with this. It was an hour late, so don't deduct points, please. So, going on to my fan art. At the end of the stream, I'll be using the hashtag Kasteelia Crafts. I know the internet. I know what you guys are like. Please just try to keep it not safe for work. Not safe for work. Keep it safe for work. No way I'm an artist. As you can see. Whether you guys can even draw just a stick figure of me and say Sahara in desert. I did the same thing and definitely passed for a grade. I'm definitely passing grade. Yeah. That a small time when I was in college, I passed with just a skin in my teeth. So, like I said, if you could just do a stick figure with horns and a swirl, and just say it's me I will love that. If it's just a salmon and it's just a person with a nightcap with, I'm not sure if you could see it in the picture, but his hands are like, if you've seen Digital Circus, it's kind of like Kinger's hands. They're not attached to his body. They're like, they kind of, he can kind of like just have his hands do his own thing. So yeah, if you have, so like I said, any type of fan art is fine. If you can't draw, I wholeheartedly say try. You can, so with my model, you can use different outfits and different hairstyles. I would love to see what you have my model as. I think that'll be tons of fun. Yes. And please, for the love of God, do not ship me with a Sandman. They are my literal creator. They are my parent. Do not. I like fan art with me and them hanging out and them like messing with me like playfully, and they just kind of like be a nuisance or something like that. But nothing of that sort. You can draw me with the dust bunnies you can draw me with dust bunnies, you can draw me with Nyx, you can draw me with Chester. I'll probably have pictures of them posted up on my social medias about what they look like. And then I think I had, oh yeah, and then chat rules. I know that my chat rules aren't really big, and I'm going to probably change them and as soon as I'm done, or tomorrow if I remember. Biggest one and first one, please be kind to one another. The realm of Rem is full of people of all shapes and sizes, all people who are come from everywhere. Sorry, I was scratching my eye. So all I ask is that y'all be kind to one another. Y'all can joke around. Y'all can be silly and be in a silly, goofy mood. But if y'all are being too much, I am going to time you out or ban. Second thing that also ties into that, no political talk, especially because with, like, yeah, I'm not even going to bring it up myself. Please don't trauma dump, and no hate speech. Everybody dreams, everybody daydreams, everybody thinks of random stuff, whether it not be the goddess dreams as me. We're all just here. And earlier, I did have something called movie nights, which are reaction nights. If I have not seen the movie I'm just going to call them movies. If I've not seen the movie that you have sent me, which definitely send me stuff, I don't know how to set a Discord, but I guess Twitter or Blue Sky. I'll probably have that under a hashtag, so look out for that. So my 3-strike rule is do not spam, do not do not spam, do not spoil, do not recommend anything that is, like I said, political, not safe for work, hate speech, none of that. If you do, you get a 3-strike rule, a warning, email only, and then timeout. Do not backseat unless I specifically ask, because I like games, but cheese and rice do I have a problem with like certain puzzles. So unless I go, hey chat, hey Dreamwalkers, I need help, please. So only do that with that. That will also go back to the 3-strike rule, warning, email only, and then timeouts. And then finally, especially for me, drink water and get plenty of rest. Y'all need to be good to yourselves too before you send me anything and all that jazz. Now, a special thanks. I'm not going to say anything about my model because I made my model. I rigged her. I did everything about her. So I just want to say a special thanks to my friends and family who heard me talk about this over and over again and hear me yap about making Sahara for over a year now. I want to thank all the VTubers with tutorials on how to rig and how to draw models if I could list them all, I definitely could. I definitely would, because it's definitely, I'm saying definitely so many times, it's really hard to do this. I can understand why models cost so much. I'll probably work on my model maybe more in the future, but I'm not too sure about that. And then finally, I don't know if you can hear him in the back, but not finite, but like, thank you to my cats for being so, not quick. Gosh, I have so many spelling errors. For being so quiet and chill during this. And most importantly, thank you to all of you guys, each and every one of you who stopped by tonight and just listened to a Ram drone on quite a bit about a bunch of stuff, going random tangents, kind of like having so much stuff with my Wi-Fi and stuff not wanting to work for like an hour. I generally like couldn't be here, or don't know if I would. Like, I don't know. So yeah, I'm about to go on another tangent. So for those who have came on TikTok, who have just looked at me randomly or have seen me on YouTube Shorts, half the time I didn't think that I would, pop off really well. There was one, I think it was Love Like You. I thought that was gonna be like just another video that, that would get by. I sent that video out at like, I think midnight or some late time, and when I decide to like refresh, being like, just for shits and giggles, I'll just see what it looks like. I got 1,001 views on YouTube and over 300 views on TikTok, and I'm like, who are these people? What are you doing in my house? And it caused me, not saying it was a bad thing. Thank you to everybody. I couldn't sleep. I paced around. I called siblings and was just like, what do I do from here? What am I where do I go from here? So we live. What are you doing in my house? I want waffle fries. You're fine to live here. The realm of Rem is for all dreamwalkers. That's the whole point why it's created. Oh, we got a bot. That's no fun. I don't want a bot. Yes, cookies and milk and tea for everybody who decided to come over here and watch. But I think that is it for this, cause yeah, fiend. If y'all are still up for it, I do have one more thing I want to do. Let me switch over to my other thing. This is the end of the I'm trying to think. This is the end of the presentation. The presentation that took a long time, but for those who have for those who have listened and just hear me tangent, and if I have this video or VOD out, thank you so much, and I will see you guys. I will see you guys next time. Sweet dreams. So that's the end of that video.